Y'all, what's up, fam? February, March 20th. So, I just want to get very serious with everybody real quick. So, the truth of the matter, you have to understand the type of person that you are. See, March 2026 is going to go down as a month I will remember until I'm dead. Okay? It's a very unfortunate case of events for myself. I've realized I'm not just a fucking trader, bro. I don't just manage my risk, partial, stop loss, break even, wait, macro time. It's not just about focus, patience, discipline, and above all else, enjoying the journey. It's about self-discovery, bro. There's so many little parts to myself I have been neglecting. And this month has showed it to me. If you want me to be blunt as straight, the first week of March, I had an XFA. I ran that hoe up to 25K, had the max payout. Okay. And then from March, Friday the 6th to the 14th, I went out. I was out, bro. And I know the type of person that I am. And in all truth, trading is fucking boring. Trading is amazing, right? It brings you so much wealth. But that doesn't matter if you can't hold that wealth, if you can't build with that wealth, if you can't have a community and family and relationships that you could use that wealth to help. Think about it. The fuck is all that money good for if you're blowing it on strippers, bottles, top floor shit? Yeah, top floor shit is great because you're gonna be there with your family or whoever, friends, family. They're the same to me. Friends and family, anybody that you get close enough with is becoming family. Like, you got blood, that's not family, right? Or wait, no, that's the wrong saying. Apologies. I'm very hyped up right now, low-key. So you got family that is not blood and blood that is not family. There are people that I know have the same bloodline as me and we're not family. And I don't really have friends to call family. So it's kind of just me, myself, I, and God above all else. Other than that situation, the truth still remains. You have to understand the type of person that you are. See, if you're the type of person that literally never cared about anything, never cared about mastery, never cared about self-understanding, self-development, you know what I mean? And you literally just cared to become profitable, click the button, make a couple hundred, a couple thousand, and go on about your day because you already had like your day job and shit. Like, you were never planning to really master yourself and have challenges and endeavors. You just wanted that. And don't get me wrong, this is the best route. The sustained comfortability. Bringing in $500 a month extra. $1,200 a month extra. Very minimal. A couple MNQ contracts was all you looked for. You were never looking for, because it's all about master the self, master the markets. If you're just following your little model, 75 ticks, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how true wealth is built. But there becomes a point where some people, some of us actually, we're very tolerable to risk. Some of us actually become too tolerable to risk. You're so desensitized to risk. And that's where your discipline has to be so strong. Your rituals, your routine, that has to be so strong above yourself to hold you from over trading, over leveraging, entering the market when you shouldn't. That's the truth. And honestly, this month of March 2026 being my biggest week, biggest month, and then I blow the account practically in a day. How does bro blow 19,000 on an account in a day? I just told you everything. I just told you everything. Impulse, literally trading when you know you should not be trading, thinking you're above the market. And I realized it. Like, I have this shit tattooed on me for a reason. NQ, time and price. Because that's how you truthfully make this so simple that you never have to ever put any thought into it. Look at why I wear the same outfit. 50 to 300 ticks. That's very modest in a swing in a macro. That's practically fucking nothing. If you could read a higher time frame like today, bro, like I literally called in Discord. I took a short. I think it was about 10 o'clock, 10:30. Target got taken. I think it was London session. Low, short, sell side, previous day, like, and we're looking lower. I forgot the price, like 24,714. I don't remember, bro. It's in my Discord. If you cared about yourself, you would follow a brother that low key is on the same path and is trying to build a community of like-minded individuals. Like, I'm not pressuring nobody. I don't care if you follow me. I don't give a fuck. That's the truth. I don't need anybody. But if there's like-minded individuals that also want to conquer themselves and take over places, let's do this shit. Because I'm never going back. And you have to realize, once you say you're never going back, you have to embody it. That's the truth. But back to it. I literally fumbled that account, right? Had my payout. Literally went out. Overindulged. And you have to remember, I'm 23, right? And this was the first time that I've actually tasted any sort of like bigger money from trading. The biggest payouts I've ever taken was like 2,500 every time. And this week of March, that first week, it also changed my psyche above all else. Because I wasn't fearful, oh, I can only do 1 to 2 contracts. No, it's when the optimal setup is there, I'm full. I'm all in, bro. Like, if that shit is too clean and I know, I'm taking it. I want to be in max position. And then there's times where price action's a little sloppy and you want to be 1 to 2 contracts until you see, more cleaner action and you could potentially add. That's the truth. And the first week of March truthfully showed me that. And the second week of March, literally I was just out, bro. I was out until literally the 14th, which was just this past Saturday. From like the 6th to the 14th. Do I regret it? No, I can't say I regret it. I was impulsive. I got this tattoo on my neck. Impulsiveness. The hand tattoo is beautiful. I don't really know why I'd impulsively get a 2ED. It stands for second edition because this is my second edition to my life. They say all of us men, we apparently have 2 lives. And the real life starts when we realize we only ever had one. Anyways, with my overindulgence, now I wasn't getting shit-faced, no. My overindulgence was buying everybody shots and spending too much on dancers. That shit's too fun. Let me keep it real. If you're a independent young man, like, that shit, low-key, like, it's cool, but it's pointless. It's empty. I never left feeling empty, no. I left feeling great, bro, because I went in specifically for a social standpoint. And then they made me, like, they didn't make me come back, but I made myself go back, bro. Like, I felt really comfortable there. The bouncers, everybody, all the workers were cool. The bartenders and the servers, all the ladies. For real, it was a cool vibe, cool place. Would I go back? Probably not. If I go back, it's literally in a controlled manner now. Because discipline above all else. And if you truthfully want wealth, your health is number 1 priority. And sins are not good. Overindulgence is not good. But Jesus did die for us to sin. So I will enjoy the blessings that God has given us. A couple shots of Henny and Remy mix. Maybe actually have friends to go with instead of just wasting money on randoms. But like, how many people really spend, like, you got to remember, I'm in a lower tier, not lower tier, but I guess middle class area, right? And how many people are going to go to the club, right, and get 2 girls paid for? Go to the back, have a good little time. Send them back there with 2 girls. A random. Yeah, bro, this on me. God bless. We're all sinners here. How can we say we're God's children yet we're sinning? It's disgusting. I need to help myself. And the only way I help myself is through these. And that's why I'm saying March is literally the biggest month that I've ever had in my entire existence. It's my biggest wake-up call. Because I could trade. Once you could trade and make money and see the byproduct, like, you understand it's all about discipline, focus, patience, enjoying the journey, and building. And where I come from, it is a builder. I used to do construction, so it's in me, bro, to be going all day. Sun up, sun down, low key, building. Hands on, destroying that shit. Like, you really got to think about that. And that transitions into trading. And I want to be in those charts all day. I want to put positions on all day. And that becomes a damage. And when you have a week where you literally, like, $25,000 on an account in a week, 4 days, right? One 10K day. In December was my first 10K month. The whole month of December to make 10K. Yeah, I did it the first day of March. And then the following 3 days, the 40% consistency. So I think it was like 6K, 3K, 4K. To make the 25K. In a week. It really comes down to time and price. And then the person behind. You're going to hold yourself back. And I've said it through every single one of these videos. And it honestly brings tears to my eyes that I see it in myself right now, that I still do it. That's why I'm on this 60-day run. I went on that week bender. I had that week of trading. And I know that I could trade. I don't need to capture the whole move at the end of the day. And I don't need to be right. I just need to execute correctly and manage my risk and secure partials. That's the truth. Once you get out of your own way, you realize you could excel. Sometimes you truly have to slow down to speed up. And it makes me so sad. Because for some reason, I just feel like I have to go quiet from everybody even more. I truthfully feel like everyone around me is holding me back. I'm holding myself back because I'm using them as an anchor to old me, because they're all attached to old version of me with her. And being attached to her is old me. It all roots back to you, bro. Nobody else matters. Nothing else matters besides your perception and what you make matter. That's the truth. It's almost like that Lil Sky song. It's like falling backwards, bro. It's like, am I falling backwards until I reach the top? Reach the top. For real, bro. Because that's how it feels. And I'm not a boaster. You guys literally see it. Like, on my trading channel, all I do is post the trades. And I clip them so they're fucking cut out. I don't give a fuck to show money. Money is a byproduct of self-mastery. That's it. If you can endure the risk and then manage your risk and then not get greedy or fearful and trust the model and trust the fucking algorithm that it's mechanical, brother, sister, you within your fingertips and yourself inside of your mind are a money printing machine. So why are you going to keep holding yourself back? Because let me keep it real quick, fam. I went up and down. But I could say this much. The lessons are eternal. Understanding. This is exactly what ICT always said, bro. Oh my God. Holy shit. I actually don't even feel like I've been getting like this in one of these videos in a minute, bro. But like, this is exactly what ICT always preached. There becomes a point where if you don't have trajectory of where you're trying to go with this, you're gonna lose and fail. And that's exactly what's happened this March. I told myself that fourth day before Friday, because Friday was the day I literally blew that fucking account. The first week of this month. I told myself, let's go, bro. This shit, you know what you're doing. You know this shit is algorithmic. You got it. You just took that $6K payout after split $5,400 to the bank, wired, deposited, hit the ATM. No, I go inside to the teller. I get cash, and I'm feeling it. I'm like, this is amazing. This is perfect. This is great. I'm secure. I don't need to trade the rest of the month. I don't need to do anything. And I couldn't sit in that silence. And that's exactly what God's showing me now. And as a trader, we have to be able to sit in silence. We have to be content sitting and doing nothing. Absolutely fuck all nothing. Not watching TV, not consuming music, not watching TikToks or talking to somebody else or fucking recording yourself in the car, not vaping, not getting high, not doing nicotine. Alright, caffeine's a little one. I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing. It's a stimulant though, so it's bad for you. But seriously, and I told myself, this is the rest of the month. I need time to just recenter and understand myself and reconnect to myself and understand what the fuck I want in this life, because I don't know what the fuck I'm even doing any of this for. I've lost everybody that I actually cared for. I have no connections truly with the people around me nowadays. That like, it's kind of emptiness with them. And it's to the point where I literally dragged myself back down because I wasn't able to sit in silence up there. And the part that literally eats me up is, I told my Discord that night after I fucking hit that fourth trade of the week. I was like, yeah, fam, I'm done for the month. I'm going out. I need a break. This is the first break I've taken from the charts. And I did. After blowing the account. Then I went out to the club. First night was chill. Just very chill. Not much. And then I'm not content sitting in silence, doing nothing, or finding something to do, like networking or trying to help people with websites. I don't know, something. Or literally just going to a hotel in the city. That was my original plan, but I didn't do it. I don't know why. And I guess I had to go through this situation to see where my priorities lie and what actually means something to me. Like, where am I putting my money? Why I put my money there? And to bring it back, like I said, I cannot say I regret it. I had a great time, bro. My camera roll was filled. Like, I had a great time. I met a lot of people. But for some reason, when you meet dudes out, like you meet them, you guys connect like this. You're like, shit, we about to be bros forever. Let's go. Yeah, you never hear from them again. They were intoxicated. You were just trying to socialize and have, I don't know what the fuck you were out looking for. I don't know, to fill, I don't know, celebrate after the win. Fill the void of her. But I now realize, as a builder mindset, the only thing that really matters is taking that money and multiplying it. Like, being a builder mindset, you're not an employee. You're not, oh, yes, boss, I clock in, I leave, bye. It's more like, what's up, boss? How we doing today? Like, what we gonna get on? How can we develop that website? What you got planned? We got any installs for the day? You got any yard work? Whatever the case is, like, think about that. See, it's a different level. I was never truly meant to be an employee. But I believe I was never truly meant to just trade. And it fucking sucks. I actually kind of fucking hate it. I truly wish I could just fucking trade. But being the person that I am, it's almost like, if I go back far enough, my original plan was to go into carpentry, be a carpenter, and my female, she was going into real estate, so like, those two would go hand in hand. Be a builder, she would sell. Like, don't get me wrong, I like trading London session, but there's nothing like New York. And I don't want to sacrifice my sleep if I'm fucking... And I don't want to wake up and go do some fucking day job. You got me fucked up. I don't want a job. I don't need a job. But what I need is to understand what the fuck, why the fuck I did what I did. I know it's not going to happen again because I'm going to tighten my system to not let myself get that indulged, egoed. I'm going to keep myself in check, because if you don't keep yourself in check, who is? Mommy ain't coming to check. Mommy ain't checking. Mommy don't know better. Your daddy don't know better. Hey, wake up, bro. If you're anything like me, you're around people that really can't see it like you. And that's the curse. I don't want to be isolated, though, because I know there's people out there that are awoken, that are strong-minded, that create. And I'm trying to join or create my own pack. That's the truth. And at the end of the road, bro, you can't take anything with you. The only thing you could really... Nothing goes with you. Everybody dies one day. Maybe we're the first generation that never dies. Maybe we're not. But until it's proven, we know we die. So they say. So the truth of the matter is, what are you going to do? Because you and me both know, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And looking through it all, I had to go through it. And see, the crazier part is, like, I wanted to go buy an iMac, but I didn't. I was like, I don't need an iMac. I have my MacBook. Then I wanted to, like, I don't know. It's my priorities, bro. Lust is a demon you have to control. Bars, strip clubs, raves, they're all the same. That's not your vibrational energy. The truth of the matter is, God's giving you this silence Your phone doesn't ring. Nobody texts you. You have nothing really to worry about right now. So use the time to connect to yourself. Sit in silence a little more. Go on runs more, bro. I used to be so much more active before everything. And like I said, I'm giving my 60 days. It's May. I'm here, bro. I'm awake. I'm never going back to sleep. And I see it all now. Like, I'm awake, bro. Like, actually, I'm not in my fucking patterns. Like, I have some cycles that some loops I'm still trying to break. But I'm not asleep. I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping at the fucking wheel, if that makes sense. Okay, bro? I'm consciously here in the fucking moment. And it's crazy. Because time is the most important fucking factor of it all. Time. Nothing else fucking matters. Nothing matters. Time. You get what I'm saying? It's not about trading. Not about candlesticks. It's time. You invest time into somebody, you think they're gonna be a part of your life forever, and then they fucking destroy the bridge, and it's over. It happens again. It's over. You have a friend that you think's going to the top floor with you, and it's over. You meet somebody online that, like, oh my god, you guys talk every fucking night and shit. Like, it's like, for some reason, like, you're too optimistic with people. You think you're gonna fucking low-key, like, you meet some female online, right? Trading, of all places. Discord. You're like, what the fuck's going on here? Long nights pass. Lots of days talking. And then a silent season from myself. Then they're in a relationship, even though you and me both know relationships are pointless for a trader unless it's like somebody that's very highly awoken. I mean, what's the point? And then they're literally telling me the truth. Yeah, I know you're right. I'm like, I ain't even gonna say it, but you know what I'm gonna say. Why the fuck are you in a relationship when you're not even consistently profitable? If you're not where you want to be at in life, don't get in a relationship. Gotta cut them out. Like, I'm realizing, like, it's literally kind of like that Flash in the TV show. Like, people always leave, bro. And you can't be too attached. And I'm realizing I must give everybody the same version of me. Nobody gets some special version of me unless they're actually like a brother or a sister to me. Like my family. That's the truth. But the external world, they all get Theos. But this is like family to me. It's like I'm talking to myself here, like just trying to, I don't even know what I'm doing with these videos anymore, honestly. It's a really, really interesting time, to say the least. Because if you're watching this all the way through and you heard about the little ramble about the trading situation, about being up, about the payout, about what happened, about, it's not a fumble though. See, some people look at it and be like, oh my god, I can't believe you lost that much. No, I didn't lose, bro. I literally gained the fucking world of experience. That was the first time I've ever did something like that. I am 23 years young and old at the same time. So, how many people actually have a 10K day and then follow it up with the rest that they need for the 40% consistency without losing days or trades to be able to take their fucking payout? Not many. I know a lot of people take payouts. But how many people make $25,000 in a week? I wasn't even trying. I was just in tune with self. And I now see how much deeper this is. So much deeper than I even fucking thought before. It's unimaginable. I don't need to watch any more content on ICT. I don't need to follow ICT. I don't need to watch his tweets. I don't need anything. I know how to trade. I could read. I could join the fucking Discord. But everything that's coming now is the parts that he always talked about that I tried my best to interpretate and listen and incorporate, but I couldn't because that's just who I am. And I have to shift it. We need to shift into the timeline where you're the best version of yourself. Every day, you're building the best version of yourself. That's the truth. What would the higher version of you do? The higher version of you would not club like that. Maybe one night. A controlled night. But you have to go through lessons. See, I met a dude on one of the nights. I think it was like Tuesday night, Thursday night. I don't know. He went by V. And he made a very good point. And I'm learning that lesson now. Overindulgence kills. That's why you got to set yourself up. If you're going to go out, have one good night. Have a weekend now. But to me, that shit's stupid. Like, every single time I got in that car to go out after getting dressed up, I was like, I'd rather go to the gym. But you know what? I need this experience before I go into the big open world. I interacted with a lot of people. And dudes get drunk as fuck, bro. They get mouthy. They try to stir stuff up. And you have to use your discernment. Or if they're with other people, you know, like, yo, bro, your guy's really intoxicated. And like, just like get on their page so like they know like if he's trying to stir anything, they're watching. Always be on the lookout. Never let your guard down. I can't say I really lost much. Other than peace of mind, honestly. I should have set myself up better. Should have low-key probably just put like 1,500 away instead of like blowing it all. But this between me and whoever the fuck's watching 30 minutes of a random dude in his car. But I understand. Because one day it'll be a business expense. Because, again, I went over to a local bar that's pretty popular. And I met this dude. He's sitting there at the bar. He's getting drinks and he's about to pay. And I see it. I'm like, I got that same card. It's a business card. He's like, yeah, it's a business expense. Everything's a business expense as a trader, technically. Think about it. I needed this to trade, bro. I can't trade nude, okay? This is a business expense. Like you're starting to pick up what I'm putting down. You meet somebody, you have friends, and you go to that expensive dinner, and you're talking business. See, people think, oh, you're making money. No, I'm honestly deferring my P&L. This is a loss. This was a write-off for my business expense. It's a loss. My business is losing. Anyways, I'm really blessed to go through what I've went through, because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just actually realizing after that week out what the fuck people have been doing with themselves. I'm 23 years, right? Excuse me. So many of these people are so much older than me. Like, the amount of dudes I met that were in their 30s that literally look my age are kind of scary. But besides the point. And then you start chatting with them and you understand where they're at. You realize you're low-key really far into the game. You're so far into the game that your only competition really is all of their dads. More than 75% of people our age, Gen Z, Gen Alpha type shit, whatever, millennials, they're asleep. Some of them are like half awake, half asleep. A small fraction of them are low-key awake, but so stuck in their cycles and loops that they don't even want to try to break out. So it really boils down to you, bro. The choice is yours. Like a principal at my old high school used to say, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. And then an old acquaintance, I'll just call him Big T, always said, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's the most realest shit I've ever heard in my life. And then a dude I used to paint with, I'll sleep when I'm dead. See, as a trader, sadly, we can't do that. Now, we can mitigate the amount of sleep we need. But if you train real hard in the gym, yeah, you're going to need your sleep still, buddy. You might only require like 4 or 5 hours, but dude, optimally 7-8 hours. Let's keep it real. Like, I'm trying to feel great. And to feel great, bro, is to have great sleep. And when I reflect back into December, truthfully, I was literally doing like 1 or 2 contracts, clicking the button, right? All right, I'm executing when I see the model. All right, I'm closing this shit, taking my profit, going on with the day. And letting it compound every day. I was getting pristine sleep. I was killing the gym. But mentally, I just wasn't there. January, I stumbled a little bit. Honestly, because that was when I realized I had to block the past love to truthfully start to excel myself, because I was just keeping myself in this loop. And then February, I started to show signs of breaking out. And then March, the first week, extraordinary progress. This whole month has been extraordinary progress of external noise, development, of understanding. Because you got to remember, your priorities externally are noise. If you're trying to get a car, that's noise. Let's be real. You could Uber everywhere. If you print money online, you could Uber. You don't need a car. But if you're trying to build in your community, yeah, I'd like a little set of wheels for myself to get around. I don't want to rely on my grandmother's vehicle. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you're in a position that you don't need to, like, what do I even say? How do I even put it into words? You don't need to flex, bro. That's what why do you think I'm getting tattoos? I love tattoos. I don't give a fuck about gold chains. I realized I don't even like watches that much. I had that super nice watch. I don't remember, the all black diamond or whatever it was. I don't even like watches. I sold it. I got my shades though. I do love sunglasses because I like clubs. So if I go to the club, I'm not trying to be friends with anybody if I go out again. That's the truth. When I go out now, it's strictly to get my fucking little alcohol indulging, because I like alcohol, but I will never drink like that. Honestly, it's too fattening, and it's bad for my metabolism and my progress in the gym. After a week of overindulgence, I've realized the world's fucked up. They want you fucked up. But who am I to judge? We're all just living our life trying to have our best version of ourselves. But the point is, the glasses, I fuck with shades. Okay? I fuck with tattoos. But I always wanted a McLaren 750S Spyder Iridescent in purple, right? But I've realized if I truly want to go with my family, that's low-key not the best vehicle. 4 doors, bro. Like a Benz AMG 63. Anyways, materialistic items are all byproducts of your self-mastery. Nothing truly matters. Don't even know why I started talking about cars. But the truth is, master yourself, master the markets. Because when you know when to trade, how to trade, what to look for, when to click, when not to click, when to just get the fuck out, when to shut your computer off, like, you know better. But then your emotions come intact. You're like, oh, I can't lose today. I gotta win. You already hit 2 trades and lost both of them. What? Now you're just gonna blow your account because you're breaking your rules. You have rules in place so you don't stumble and fall. But the only thing that's going to keep you accountable to those rules is your discipline, your focus to those rules, and your patience to understanding that those rules are everything, so you're focused on the discipline to those rules. It took me a long time to start to understand this, guys. I'm not the smartest of the bunch. They had me in dumb classes, bro. But nonetheless, like, it's so silly how it all worked out. It's very unfortunate because I will never boast. And I truthfully might regret not really. Look at me, guys. I shit on you. 10K today. Like, that's just not who I am. I don't want attention. After what I went through in October with the Tesla situation, if you recall, I don't want eyes on me. No, I don't have money. After going to the club this whole week, I'm broke. Call me a broke bitch. I don't care. Yeah, I only have $1. I don't care. I'm poor. Until they find out you own the club. But that's the truth, bro. As a builder mindset, you have to realize that's where it's at. And no, I'm not a one thrower. But V, if you remember from the conversation today, Loki did inform me that's like the method, and I'm not about that life. If I'm trying to talk to somebody, they're going to talk to me because they want to talk to me. They're not going to talk to me because I'm buying them alcohol or because I'm giving them money because they're about to go dance on me. That's disgusting. That's fucked up. That's the definition of sin. I can't indulge in those childish things. Like, the childish things I'm trying to indulge in is looking outside and being fucking dumbfounded by the stars. And I always am. That's the type of people I need around me. The type of people that have went through it and still look up to the sky and are like, wow, so mesmerizing. And they're trying to kill us out, guys. Girls, whoever's watching, female, male, I don't care, bro. They're trying to separate us, divide us, and conquer our minds. No matter what, I don't even know. It's very interesting, though. This time of life I'm in. I caused this position. And I know I'll get out. I'm gonna build my way out, brick by brick, day by day. I've understood my personal relationship with money now. And I want buckets of it. And I want controlled current flows. And it will happen. I see all of these businesses. I know the type of person I am. Fuck, if you're watching the video, you could tell I don't know if I could keep somebody engaged in these videos because I'm just talking to myself here. This is truthfully a little voice memo documentation. This isn't a flex. This isn't look at me, bro. Like, this is the real shit. Okay? And the truth is, bro, outside of trading, I want more drips. I want more. That's the fucking truth. Like, I'm greedy now. Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm greedy now. Not financially. I'm talking with me. My time, my energy. If you don't respect me, get the fuck away from me. That's where I'm at. And the truth is, if they don't like you, fuck them. So, to bring it back, you could technically really do anything to generate income outside of trading. Because I need things that are challenging, that keeps me engaged outside of trading. Because like I said, I spent 2 years ICT now. And when you have the ability to trade, you could generate money. I need something that takes me away from the charts. Because you become a danger to yourself. You want to capture every swing from the 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 second. Just because you can capture every swing doesn't mean it's optimal to capture every swing, because you're going to cause damage to yourself, because you're going to get overconfident, over leverage, over trade. That's why one macro, one trade, one session is the best. And when you don't have anything external to really take your attention away from the boredom in you, because as a trader, there's two versions of you. There's the one that's, like I keep saying, focused, patient, disciplined, above all else, enjoying the journey, trusting the process, literally doing what they have to do, making goals, following everything. And then there's the version 2, where you're bored, impatient, you're fucking fearful, all that stupid shit. You're impulsive, you don't care, all that shit. You're lazy. Like, you have to realize, every single moment that passes you by, every single second, because you have to remember every single minute has so many seconds in it, and every single second has what? Milliseconds. And your brain already has a processing delay. So you have to create the version of you inside of your mind before it comes into the reality. And sometimes you have to go through these trials and tribulations and suffrage to get to where you want to get. It's like the universe handing you, here you go, a little free like stumble. Imagine being 43 and finally realizing how bad it is to overindulge. That's 20 years from today, practically. 20 years from now, whatever. Realizing overindulging is bad and where your priorities really should be. Think about that. Instead of being 23 years old and young at the same time, and now went through the experience yourself to be able to share it to the younger traders that are coming in, to any other trader that might be older than me that actually, oh, this dude's been through some shit. Let me hear him out. Because there will come a time for every single one of you when you finally start to taste real money and touch real money from trading, and you will probably overindulge because you're a human. And the craziest part is, probably too much information, but nobody truly knows, like, my family and shit. My grandparents, after the week, so like this fresh week, just the other day, my grandparents, they just started telling me about how they used to overindulge all the time. My grandma, about how she used to overindulge in bars and on bad stuff with people and spending so much every weekend and hiding it from my grandpa. It's like, damn, okay, bro. For years. I only did it for a week. And now I understand how this shit works. And truly, we're working for that Christmas break. As a trader, I believe we're working for that Christmas break and New Year. That's the longest break from the market we get. So when you're taking breaks from the year itself, you're just missing out, low-key. Like, yeah, the market's always there, but the days that you're missing never come back. That's why per ICT, once you could trade, just take your trade and be done with the day and be content. $200, $500, $2,000, $200, $20,000, $200,000, it's all the same. Nothing ever truly changed. If anything, you changed. I suppose an hour is probably long enough to continuously ramble. Probably gonna go hit the gym and then get on with my day. I feel like this might be the last video for a while. Maybe that's why I haven't ended it yet. Truly, I believe I gotta go ghost, but I don't want to go ghost because I've been ghost for so long, it feels like. But I need to connect to myself, but I just want to trade and hit the gym. But without connecting to myself, I'm always going to continuously put myself in a bad cycle. Like, I can't say this is the worst spot I've been in, because the lessons I've endured are priceless. Everything that I've been through this month is priceless. Like, nobody will ever be able to pay me what I know I'm worth. You don't need anybody externally. Truly. I don't know. All I know is I truthfully am done playing around, bro. Like, I'm sick of holding myself back. And like I said before, I know I'm tightening my systems to make losing less probable in every circumstance. Every circumstance. Losing is not just trading. Losing is life. Losing is choosing to sleep the day away instead of waking up and going for a walk. Losing is choosing to be rude to the gas station worker instead of just being have a great day worker. Losing is choosing to sit in sorrow with yourself instead of realizing you could change and empower yourself and be the better version. Losing is fucking giving up. Because if you learn, it was just a lesson. If you embody it, now you're learning from the lesson. And now what's happening? you're fucking winning, bro. So when the time comes around again and the universe hands it all back tenfold, it'll be colder, more empty, but also a silent peace of knowing your priorities, your responsibilities, what you must do. That is the everlasting truth. And that costs some people millions, bro. That costs people everything. Some people could never truly understand the type of person that they are. Some people could never truly awaken because it was never written for them. But some of us, we have our divine protection, God-given silence for peace and self-understanding, for self-mastery. Some of us, we have the ultimate perception to see through time and price, people and emotion, masks and thought. You are the one that changes the bloodline. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So you have to be the change, or we're all the same. Little did I know, second edition me was the first edition that was always supposed to be. Lost part of me, only to return whole. Just to realize, what's it all for? The point of it being, you have to make it out. Making it out from where? The cage that was built. The cage that they built for your mind. The cage that they built for your potential. The cage that they built to trap you in a lower tier circle. To break out, you have to be free. And to be free, you have to understand within. Only to understand within, some must endure. And to endure, you'll start to question, what is this life for? Within those questions you ask, you may never find the fucking answers. But you'll be able to stand any weather. Anyways, this has been probably one of the most longest videos I made. It was great. I did love it. It was a great chat. I love talking to myself in the car for an hour. And one day, when you watch this back, bro, to reflect upon March 2026, in the top floor, on the big screen, coming off those speakers, on that big ass fucking couch, bro, so comfortable, so furry. Maybe I'll have a cat back. Oh, I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm not feeding those thoughts. But if you come back to this video one day in the future, my friend, truthfully hope everything we've been through was worth it. I'm gonna do my best from here on out for the next 60 days to change the trajectory, because I see now It's so simple. I'm just been toying with myself for too long. Every single house that you pass, car that you see, person that's around, business that's there, is money. It's all money. Everywhere. Everything. The stickers, the license plate. You have to find ways to transfer it to you outside of the charts. The trading's great, don't get me wrong. But it's time for something more social. And I'll never sell trading like course or mentorship. That's not me. That's why earlier in the video I said I low-key kind of fucking hate this. Like, I'm not that person. Like, I wish I could just fucking make a mentorship and sell that shit. Just make a couple bags. But that's not me. I make my money from trading, and then I take that money and I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build true wealth outside of it. I don't need to sell courses. Sure, it'd be great, quick, fast, quick cash. But that's not me. That's not me. That's the truth. But an hour into this video, I'm about to go hit this gym workout. I'm still talking, so y'all literally are gonna see me like, I don't even care. I'm about to chief on my little vape. This is literally the last fucking habit that I have to cut. And I'm so attached to it. That's why I'm taking this break from trading. And like, I really want to find something externally to bring in income to. That's everlasting outside of trading. Because I believe there's so much money around this world. Excuse me. People are just naive. They don't want to believe that they can make money in such a manner. Like, you know how many people I've interacted with in trading industry? Commoners like us, bro. And I show them, yeah, ICT is real. Yeah, I'm struggling with myself, but this shit is real. I've made money and I make money, and I could consistently make money trading. I have nothing to sell you. And then they disappear. You just don't want it bad enough. You just don't want it bad enough. It's sad. Truthfully, it's really sad, bro. But nonetheless, I wanted to be a titan in the trading industry. But that's thinking too small. Because I truthfully kind of realized, also with that week out I had, before like dropping money on people, like people are genuinely just like gravitated to me, or I'm gravitated to certain people, and I could vibe, and I could literally vibe with anybody. I literally just, I don't know. But y'all see the raw version of me. I give you the fucking truth, and this is literally what I give most people. So it just depends on the type of energy that I feel from them. So it depends on the type of depth that I'll give them and the type of energy. It doesn't matter. I lost train of thought. But for real, there's money everywhere. Trading is the best source, the ultimate source. But how do we go about it outside of trading if we're not trying to monetize trading? If I'm not trying to sell you trades or a mentorship, how can you build the bag more? But no, I'm not talking more accounts. No, not more prop firms. Talking of another segment to branch off of. I think social media is trash and stupid. I think the whole internet's stupid. I wish I could just go to construction, but I'm not doing that shit. I'm not waking up that early. I wake up for New York Open, not to go fucking hit nails. The only kill shot I'm hitting is the fucking New York Market Open breakout. Patience is key. Discipline is everything. Focus on both, and enjoying the journey is the only way you'll achieve any dream. No matter what, don't let people tell you you can't achieve. Focus on the energy in, energy out, and just let it be. Don't fall victim. Stay true. Stay real. Stay honest. Don't grow too attached. And build, bro. Build. What's the worst that could happen? Like in sales, the worst thing that could happen asking for the close is they say no. In life, what's the worst thing that could happen? You die. So you're all in no matter what. So ask for the close from life. See if the universe will give it to you. But never forget, above all else, thank God and Jesus for dying for our sins and for us to sin. Enjoy nature more. Enjoy sitting in silence more. Less screen time. The only time you really are going to listen to music is in the gym in your headphones. And sometimes you just leave that shit paused. Focus. We've been strength training, trying to rip cardio, the 60-day run. Honestly, maybe I'll just pop back in 60 days. Today is day 4 of 60. I have to record a short little TikTok, and I probably will disappear for the next 60 or 58 or whatever. I can't math, bro. That's my biggest downfall. I can't math. And that reflects in trading. I genuinely can't, like, I mean, it's a blessing to me. Because, like, I genuinely don't give a fuck about anything. And I know how to trade. So when you know how to trade, you simply don't care about anything besides executing correctly, managing risk, partial, stop loss. That's it. Is price reading and delivering how it should deliver in the moment? Or if it's not, is it shifting? And should you close the position? It's up to you. But anyways, this has been like just a ramble, bro. I feel like it was overdue. I honestly wanted to make one last night. I just really wanted to talk to my camera. I don't know why. But it's 11 o'clock. All I know, you either make it happen by getting out of your own way, or keep standing in your own way, shooting yourself in the foot over and over, living these same stupid loops and cycles until you realize, wait, I see now. And for me personally, bro, that happened. I realized, I see now. And honestly, I'm just taking this video is going to be a very big point in my life to reflect upon. Because like I said, March 2026 has been the biggest shift for me. And look, call me fucking retarded, stupid, whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. I hit vape and blow it in your mouth. But AI says, bro, you're 23, and what you've went through this month, majority of people never go through or don't go through until like late 30s, early 40s. I'm like, wow, thank you. Like, thank you. Because it is true, bro. How many people go through it? The motions like that, like the lessons in a couple weeks are lessons that spend referring back to my grandparents, it took years to understand overindulgence. And it took a week. And then a week of reflection. Honestly, I've been reflecting this entire week. Since fucking Sunday night. I've been low-key struggling with myself. I'm gonna just keep it $1.50 right now. I've been struggling with it.